Holy Order of the Knights Dragoon. Dion?
Some medicine, my lord?
Oh my god. Why are you everywhere?
I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
How'd she even get in here?
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
Very professional relationship. No wonder this guy had an entry.
Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that anymore.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made emperor.
What?
What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they?
What?
Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah!
Not even Crown Prince? He just straight up became Emperor? What about Sylvester? He's retiring? For a 5-year-old?
Terence,
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Oh!
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
Finally.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
He's not even surprised that he's alive.
How many years has it been since the remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
We made it over. Terrence and Dion make such a pretty couple. I didn't want to say it earlier and interrupt the politics and all that, but that's what I was thinking. The Hideaway. Okay, we just go back now. Hey, another one. Another crystal. What's left? Bring it on. There's one more in Welonz, one in around Twin Sides. And then what? That's it? Everybody, let's celebrate!
I'd better give Otto the good news.
Ya boy got another Mothercrystal!
Walkways need patching up. You need 50 good boards, 8 span each.
Is Jill okay? Is everyone okay? You guys have been holding down the fort okay without me? I hope so. We're good, we're good.
Gav told me the gentleman who visited earlier, the one with the loud voice, was your uncle. I did think there was a resemblance. Something in the eyes.
Well, I hope I grow to be a little bit more handsome when I'm older. Wait.
I've seen troops amassing at every border crossing.
Well, no surprises there. It was the same after Drake's breath.
Let's check out Vivian first. I'm curious.
Ah, my favorite pupil. Allow me to educate you.
One might say you were caught between a rock and a hard place. Haha, Vivian, haha.
Here's the latest information I have.
Okay, Holy Emperor informs Bahamut's dominant of Olivier's enthronement. What the hell is he thinking? Has he gone mad? Why is he... He didn't even just become the crown prince, he straight up became the emperor. I mean, he was gonna... Like, they were planning on this anyway because according to some Mercury and retrograde stuff, Sylvester thinks that Dion's gonna betray him. Which at this point, it actually does seem kind of likely because... Dion doesn't seem like the guy I thought he might be just because he's in Sanbreque. He's with Sanbreque. My mom's horrible. The Emperor's probably horrible. Olivier will grow up to be horrible. But Dion might be something a little bit different. Barnabas finally coming up again. Lord Harbord. Yeah, mysterious being. Adversaries. Mythos. Yeah, Barnabas knows about it. Lord Harbord knows about it. And we know that Barnabas wants something to do with uniting the dominants. I'm just worried because if we want to take someone's power, defeating them seems necessary, and then, you know what, Joshua, Jill, Dion. There's not that many dominants left. I don't think, or the impression that I'm getting is that they're not going to play with ideas of, oh, okay, this person died, so the dominant power goes to someone else. I don't think they have time for that. So these people are gone. These dominants are just out of the picture now. We have Joshua, Dion, Barnabas, and Jill left. Is that it? Weren't we missing one more dominant somewhere? Well, he's gone. Best friends. We don't even have anything with Jill this time. Heart company. Traveling companion. Yote. Alright.
One must understand one's place in the world.
The fall of Drake's Fang. After winning both Lubor's trust and passage through the south gate of Dalimil, Clive and Byron press on to Drake's Fang. There, Clive makes his way past hordes of orcs and otherworldly beasts to Castle Dazborg, where a pitched battle with Titan ensues, one that ends with the destruction of the Mothercrystals' heart. Great, great. But orcs, see, Waloed is it's over here. All the way over here, and you're telling me that orcs came here? What's that all about? But there's Waloeders around, for sure. Canva's around here. Orcish reinforcements. They're in the cahoots now. Okay.
Thus ends today's lesson.
Desiree?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Safe passage. Not long ago, I was accosted by footpads as I walked the gilded path, and would have perished alone in the desert had not the curse breakers come to my aid. I owe them my life. May this token serve them well. Dire Wolf Jess.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
That's not even for me, that's for the curse breakers. We should distribute this gift. No. Dire Wolf Jess. A dire wolf subdues its prey by overwhelming it with flurry of attacks that injure both body and spirit, stunning the creature and allowing it a quick kill before it can recover. Increase combo damage by 5%. Okay. Nectar? You need to lose weight. You look a little bit... How have you been doing with your adventures? Did I ever tell you about the time I toured the Northern Territories?
I trust you wrapped up warm.
I didn't know such thing, Kupo. We Mugos don't feel the cold, thanks to our exceptionally fluffy fur. You humans are the only animals up there who feel the need to dress up in the furs of those fluffier than yourselves, Kupo. In fact, that's precisely why I ended up cutting my tour short, Kupo. My kindly greetings to the locals were met with them trying to cut your fur, and I make a much better hero than I do a hat, Kupo. Well, I'm glad you're here now. No one's gonna try to make you into a hat. Maybe. Cattery, Dalmekia, Empty Hovel, Okay, so the... Ooh. This one could be interesting. The Breaker of Worlds, urgent notice to all curse breakers. Due to the discovery of a fallen giant in the Rosarian ruins we have lately been investigating, all work in the region is to be halted with immediate effect. And all members are to proceed no further than the village gate, lest the echo should be awakened by our presence. No further action may be taken without Sid's express permission. A fallen giant in the Rosarian ruins. So it's in Rosaria then. It's S, rank S. Oh, Jill! Jill, you're good.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's Fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's casually destroying the Mothercrystal.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
Sounds like next up we'll be dealing with the Waloeders. And Sambrek in general, Dion's gonna come into play.
If you're desperate to know more about Waloed, Vivian's your girl. But if I were you, I'd be heading straight to my bed.
Not bad for a boy from the Imperial Barracks, eh?
You?
It's good to have you back. I was worried.
I was worried about you too. It's okay, I handled myself. I'm a big boy now.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Walooders.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Walooders must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
Yes, show me the goods. Two more.
The kingdom of Walood claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Walood shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Walood? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Walooder standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot?
I was hoping you would tell me that.
In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Vivian might not know why Walood is doing what it's doing because she's thinking about stuff from like a political perspective, right? But we know that Barnabas and Barnard, they know about the mythos and Ultima stuff. So that might be the piece we're missing here because she doesn't know about it and we don't know how to find out more about it. And so we can't guess what they're trying to do.
Today?
How do you feel about Hugo Kupka? Kupka and the Fang were the bedrock upon which the Republic stood. Now that both have crumbled, Dhalmekia's descent into chaos is all but assured.
So what of its parliament?
You ask? Will the ministers not take it upon themselves to pick up the pieces of their crumbling nation? I doubt it. They have little love for their people, only their own preservation.
Which leaves but one man.
Standing between Dhalmekia and disaster, former Field Marshal Eugen Havel. If any is to pick up the baton of command, it shall surely be he. But as the bitter tides of ire and avarice rise around him, how long will he be able to keep his head above water, I wonder? Is that a name I should remember?
Harpocrates, Blackthorn, Karen. For veterans such as these, Sid's Hideaway was a sacred refuge. Kupka took something from them. And now you have avenged that loss. They should be the first to hear the happy news.
Yeah, I'll let them know. With each thing update?
Here for
Again?
another of my lectures.
We just looked at this.
Here's the latest information I have. Here you are.
We'll keep trying to do the Mothercrystal stuff and then stuff will just happen on its own time. Yeah, so here is Twinside, right in between Waloed and Dhalmekia now, but Sanbreque was also up here, but Sanbreque just took it over. Drake's Tail and Drake's Spine are the last ones. What about Iron Kingdom? They've just done not too much the whole time.
Very good.
Are they gonna come up again? Maybe. Oh, they left. Jill and Gav left.
3 down, 2 to go. Where next, Sid? The tail or the spine?
I'm not sure. Those ones seem heavily guarded.
I know what you're going to tell me. Thank you, Clive. Thank you.
Sorry, Vivian. I ended up telling someone else first. Oh. Jill, where'd you go? I know you usually don't have much input on our side quests, but now you're just straight up disappearing.
Let me know if you find any books worth reading.
Oh, we've hundreds of them in the shelves. Why don't I show you round one day?
Yes, everyone, learn to read.
When it comes to boyish charm, Goots has an indomitable rival in Gav. One is the sweet little babe in arms to be cooed over. The other, the naughty little boy who'd pull on my pigtails.
I don't know if I would call Gav a naughty little boy, but I quite like Gav. I quite like him. Mid?
I think Mid might need some help tidying up that workshop.
I think Mid might need well-meaning souls to leave her alone. She has it how she likes it.
How you doing down here?
If I don't come up with something soon.
I'll leave you to it then, I guess. You're gonna come up with some amazing inventions? Alright. Now the stranger guy here, we can hear from.
Catch your death sleeping out here.
Oh!
I know. I'm too full to move.
I hear you've been busy making friends, Sid. Your predecessor had the same idea. Why, he even extended the hand of friendship to me. Not once, but twice.
I still have no idea who this guy is. He's just sort of hanging around here. Alright. I went the long way. But I'll tell everybody.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. Why would anyone want to do that?
So that you can think of the pictures in your head. On a lac lived a queen and a goblin's 3. But heed not did the goblins their queen, and so full of wrath did she banish them to shore, where they supped on mud, till their lips turned black, and they begged to return, and good of heart, the queen she did take them back. Oh, how nice! How nice. Edit up. She's learning how to write.
I have done it, Sid. I have learned all the letters, every one.
Good! Fantastic! Keep it up.
I knew it was a good idea to have editors study alongside the children. It's really stoked their competitive spirit.
I'm so excited every time I talk to Shirley because of the whole amnesia from Plague Tale thing.
Mid hasn't been her usual self lately. Hardly ever see her with a smile. She's always down in that dungeon of hers, muttering away.
She wants to make something for us. Well, you don't really... that kind of thing. I don't know if you can force it. Keep at it, I suppose. I wouldn't mind if you came up with something
I went up to
amazing.
give some greens to the chocobo, and do you know what it did? Only went and bloody bit me.
Could be nasty. You should ask Tired to have a look at that.
Damn chocobos, you want to get turned into dinner meat? Oh!
What do I have to eat to grow as tall as you, Mr. Stelz?
It's just dealing with the local animals. Blackthorn.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Even a guy like Blackthorn sounds so emotional.
What do you need?
Can we talk more about Hugo Kupka?
Good bloody riddance.
If there was ever a man who deserved a rusty knife in the gut, it was that prick. Not that I'd let you carry around a rusty knife. His death won't bring back the people we lost, but it'll ease a few hearts.
Mine included.
Thank you.
So, what'll it be?
Enhancer +1. Rhinestone. Well, it's better than what I have right now, but only the attack. Though a savvy merchant would have you believe that through arcane magics imbued into the sword, at high cost to the supplier, its wielders will experience enhanced strength and dexterity. In truth, it is a reduced weight and increased hardness afforded by the weapon's narrow blade of folded steel that ultimately provides the illusion of these enhancements. Do we want to put limestone in it?
Should last you a good while.
Earth and Fury. Gold work sash. No, these are... I don't have electum. I don't know what drops electum. We can get the silken... No, we can't. Silken sash needs white worm bone. I do not have white worm bone. Well, oh well, I guess. However, I can make Hunter's arm clothes +1, which is worse than what I have right now, so that is not happening. Okay. Can immediately make our sword better.
That should do you.
Wait. Diamond sword is better than what I... What? Can we buy the diamond sword? Stop drifting, controller. Oh, what the hell? There was a better diamond sword right here. Right after I just bought the other one. What kind of order is this in? This is just randomly organized. What? That's so... Well, I...
Don't waste my time.
Oh, but I can't make it.
The stuff.
White worm bone. Ah, they probably prioritize what I can make at the top. I see. White worm bone. Do we have to kill some white worms or what? I don't know. Enhancer +2. Okay, okay. Sashes. This is what we have right now. Hunter's waistcloth. Diamond armlets. I'm good.
That it? Fine.
Thank you.
Welcome home, Clive. I was hoping you'd be back soon.
Yeah.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
Yeah, but people still hate bearers in general, so I think we still have to be pretty careful.
Is it business or pleasure?
It's Hugo.
It's a relief.
Feels like we can breathe again. No more living in fear.
Thank you, Clive.
I know I don't say it often, but I mean it. Oh, and best of luck too. For many here, every other worldly woe paled in comparison to the threat of Hugo Kupka. Now he's gone, we'll finally have time to devote to everyday gripes and grumbles. And as the captain of this little ship, I'm sure you'll be on the receiving end of more than a few.
Coin purse weighing you down?
Oh, I could buy the diamond sword, can't I? Well, it's not here. It's not buyable. Either buy with money, or you make it. Now the Drake Slayer's Van Braces is... yeah... better than what I have now. Crimson Tassels. Increases limit break generation. Cobalt Tassels. Nah. I'm good. I don't want to buy an orchestrion roll though. Seems like a big waste of money. I don't need to buy anything.
Is that all?
Well, since we do have the money, I guess I'll buy one elixir just in case. If I'm so desperate that I'll open up the menu to take a potion and all that. Just one.
It'd better all be here.
Okay, thank you.
If the state of our coffers is anything to go by, I'd say we found ourselves a wealthy patron or two.
My uncle. My uncle! Where's Jill? A Desert Alliance. Sid II. I trust you will forgive me for putting you and your dear uncle to the test. I am confident that a man of your position can understand the importance of earning one's trust, especially in times like these. For what it is worth, you have now earned mine, and I can assure you it will not be easily relinquished. May this be the start of a fruitful relationship. Rosina. Rosina. Lubor. Mortel apples, Ambrosia's tack. Not sure where Jill is. Jill, did you hear about Torgal? He's been doing some magical stuff.
Not bad for a boy from the Imperial Barracks, eh?
I want to buy drinks for everyone, but I know you're not gonna... It's gonna be garbage. Won't even give me a nice animation for it. Yeesh. Where the heart is. No, we did this one before. Sorrow's Faded Form. Okay.
The sun hath taught the mountain, the dawn hath kissed the sky. Bid welcome to the morning, and fears of night goodbye.
You sing beautifully. Can we buy your songs anywhere?
Ivan's newest dish is a mast.
Hippocrates? I thought Jill might be here. Kids? It's quiet in the study today.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
Oh,
And
kids.
with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
And that's how happy we are about it.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has.
Jill has seen it.
To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
This time when we saw him, it was sort of in our mind's eye again. But the time when we first bumped into him, Jill saw him, Sid saw him, so I'm not crazy. Not all the time anyway.
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive?
How do you feel about Hugo Kupka?
I have said it many times.
Hugo Kupka was a murderer, but he was also a thief. A thief who robbed us of our happiness, of our hope. And though I know it is wrong to revel in the death of another, we can take solace in the fact that he will never steal anything from us ever again.
His story is ended.
Thank you, Clive. How about Ted and Crow?
Were you aware
that in many cities, bearers are forbidden from having children? 'Tis believed that the ether used to bring a child into the world hastens the crystal's curse, lessening the mother's productivity. Such is the world we live in. Fortunately, Ted and Crow's parents were able to escape that world, if only for a few brief summers.
But what of the twins themselves?
Born in the Hideaway, one touched by magic, the other spared of its burden. Their minds are blissfully untainted by the poisonous rhetoric of priests and politicians. They will grow up knowing there is no difference between man and bearer, and they will pass that truth on to their own children, and they to theirs, until the world we live in now is but a footnote in the annals of history.
Yes, change will come.
And through a magic which requires no crystal to conjure, one that will endure long after the last Mothercrystal has fallen. Even if you take away Mothercrystals though, the concept of magic still exists in the world and bearers can still use it. So I don't know
I have a few new notes that might interest you.
if everything will really happen like that.
If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Orcs. Rumors of them having been sighted at Drake's Fang have begun to spread as of late. Have they joined forces with their longtime enemy, the Waloed Kingdom? We don't know. Kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas, dominant of Odin and warden of darkness, has somehow brought hordes of marauding beastmen that once plagued his lands to heel and persuaded them to direct their aggression at his enemies instead. These bloodthirsty forces have been deployed as far afield as Drake's Fang in the Dhalmekian Republic. Titan. Known to awaken among descendants of ancient motes of Earth. By far the largest and most physically imposing of all the Eikons, Titan's strength was the bedrock upon which the Republic was built, and now it is no more. Drake's Fang. Dead. Widely reported to have been destroyed by Sid the Outlaw in the year 878. Rumor is also abound of orcs, subjects of the Kingdom of Waloed, having been sighted there at the time. Regardless of the cause, the loss of their mother crystal and dominant upon whom they so heavily relied soon brought the Dhalmekians to the negotiating table in a desperate bid for cessation of hostilities with the Empire. So Dhalmekia is basically no more then, and I would assume that Iron Kingdom is a pretty similar state. Brand removal. The painstaking process of slicing away the bearer brand so that no mark remains. Tarja, the Hideaway's physiker, has mastered the procedure, though it still entails a good deal of pain and of risk. Indeed, the brand is written in poison ink that any attempt to remove it should result in death. Given this, many choose to forego the process, even though their brand precludes them from ever leaving the Hideaway. You'll be able to leave once we get things figured out. Frost Wolf. A rare breed of wolf from the frozen northern territories that is said to have been able to conjure magicks. An ancient fable from the region prominently features a frost wolf by the name of Fenrir, who was companion to the Queen of the Snows, most likely an allusion to the dominant of Shiva, and defended her not only with tooth and claw, but with bolts of ice. I want to see Torgal and Jill in action, together. Astrologer. Members of the Gregorian clergy who divine the future from movements of the heavens. It has long been custom for the astrologers of the imperial court to share their auguries only with the emperor, granting them significant political influence, provided that the emperor of the day shares Sylvester's inclination to hear their advice. So he's very superstitious. The Einherjar. The flagship of the Waloeder Navy, known as the Black Galleon. Along with the Royal Cavalry, it is the pride of Waloed and is capable of swiftly delivering elite troops onto enemy soil to make war in the name of mighty Odin. Wyvern Tail. Elegant white flower that's a symbol of Sambrek. Wyvern Tail, huh? Like me? The Wyvern? Cressida. Village in central Rosaria. It was once the site of an aqueduct that was hoped to carry water to the capital, but these plans never came to fruition because of Sambrek's annexation of Rosaria. And then the Blight, now it's just abandoned. Everyone's gone to Martha's Rest instead. Holy Knights Dragoon, elite troops of the Holy Empire of Sambrek led by Dion. Drawn largely from the nobility of the realm, their status as the Knights of the Sacred Dragon affords them still higher standings in the eyes of the people. In the Battle of the Borderlands at 873, as in so many conflicts down the years, they proudly led the change as the Empire entered the fray. Drawn from nobility. Nobility that can fight? The accession of the Emperor Olivier. Holy Emperor Sylvester Lesage handed power to Olivier, his second-born son and only child by the Empress Annabella, in a turn of events that shocked the nation. None was more shocked, however, than his firstborn son Dion, who was presiding over troop movements in the area surrounding the Crystalline Dominion when the news first reached him. This guy's been working for so long, assuming that he would take over the Empire. It's all because he doesn't think the same way as his dad. His dad is trying to get rid of him now. Dhalmekian Republic. After losing Drake's Fang and Titan, the political situation deteriorated drastically, the government scrambling to withdraw their troops from the ill-starred siege of the Crystalline Dominion that they might be redeployed to quell the unfolding chaos at home. They're out. Waloed's in. Fall of Drake's Fang by Sid the Outlaw. Yeah, the Dhalmekians have withdrew from the Crystalline Dominion now. That's important information to know. Briar's Kiss. Lubor's Forge in Dalamil. Its name is known across the Republic for the quality of its steel and the skill of its smiths. The Forge Master of Briar's Kiss is a man of many titles. Forge Master Non-Peril, Desert Hare, Resina Dalamil, and dear friend and ally of the late Sidolphus Telamon. Republican Parliament, 7 ministers. After Hugo died, everything went to shit. Fell to the ministers to help. Not sure if they're gonna get anywhere. Am I missing anything? There's still a red dot. Oh, there's more here. The Jaw, a wild mountainous region of southwestern Dhalmekia. You can see Drake's Fang in the distance. I'll read about those ones when we get there. The Mothercrystals, Velcroy Desert, a vast, arid wilderness located in the Dhalmekian Republic. The further west one travels, the deeper and more forbidding the sands grow, and the more frequent the signs of settlements long since deserted. To the south, you have Dalamil Inn. Despite the forbidding environment, trade ensures a steady flow of traffic north and south, served by various inns along the way. Twinside, I guess? Former capital of Crystalline Dominion. And now it's Sanbreque. They just gave up their capital like that. That was fast. Old Canver. Free Cities of Canver. Federation of neighboring independent city-states located to the southeast of the Dhalmekian Republic. Originally part of Dhalmekia, the cities achieved independence in 857, hoping to step away from the Republic's internal struggles and focus instead on the commerce upon which their prosperity had been built. Political power currently resides with the councilmen of guildmasters, prominent Canvarian traders, and craftspeople. The lack of a dominant or a mother crystal to covet, along with its considerable financial resources, allows Canva to retain both its independence and neutrality in the face of considerable turmoil elsewhere. As such, it lacks a standing army, the defense of its walls having been relegated to a small yet well-trained city guard. What? The lack of a dominant or mother crystal. But you have financial resources, but I guess people don't really care about you because you don't have the things that people care about. Old Canver, the capital of the Free Cities of Canver. Located at the tail end of Titan's Wake in southeastern Storm. It is a hive of mercantile activity where one can hardly move for the trades transacted on nigh every cobbled corner. Okay. Isles of Ark. Cluster of tiny islands upon which the Crystalline Dominion stands. They are largely man-made, having been built on top of existing ruins, and are arranged with an administrative hub at the center surrounded by the citizens' dwellings, and beyond those, the slums in which various refugees make their homes. The glistening spire at the island's center is home to the Dominion's Mother Crystal. Man-made arcs. Canver independence from Dhalmekia, we just read about it. After a bitter struggle lasting 8 long years, this independence was finally achieved in 857. I'm curious if we had any weird creatures. No, nothing super weird, I guess. Okay, well, I'll defer this to another time. We need to get back to people soon, though. Maybe. Final breaths of Hugo Kupka. He's dead. And his mother crystal is dead. Torgal. Torgal is much more than a mere scenthound. He has a rare frost wolf imbued with a sorcerer's strength that he is able to call upon to defend his allies in times of crisis. Yeah, we got quite a few here. Ivan, freed Imperial bearer. After the wounds he suffered in his escape were healed, he began a new life in the Hideaway, working in the kitchens. Through this, he encountered a cookbook called Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage, which inspired in him a passion for making mincemeat of monsters, literally. Is Scorpion's tail? Okay, alright.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
You got anything else, Otto? Like they said though, we should probably take a break.
No matter whose funeral it is.
We took out a whole mother crystal after all.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh, what a relief. Hugo Kupka's dead, isn't he? We don't have to live in fear of him anymore.
Yes. Doesn't mean other people won't come for us. Stay alert.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Well, no surprises there. It was the same after Drake's breath.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though.
You can hear
Everyone was
Nectar
glad
in
to
the
hear
back.
news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old Hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. But I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Where even is it? Where is the grave?
How are you doing?
How do you feel about Hugo Kupka? He's dead.
It was luck, and luck alone.
That saw me safely out of the Hideaway that night. So many others didn't make it. I see them, you know. In my dreams sometimes. Always tell them I'm sorry that I wasn't able to save them.
But now...
I can tell them something different. That Kupka's dead. That you avenged them. And I know what they'll say back to me. So let me say it for them.
Thank you, Clive.
No worries.
Quick look.
For great justice in Sam Breck. Wow, we actually have... Oh, unless if we... Okay. Yeah, we need to go back to these places to realize that there's quests. Oh, shoot! Okay, we can do it right now. I thought it was taking the job, not immediately going there. Lostwing?
Good day to you, Sid.
Good day. Quentin?
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
It's not just the crystals. Bearers are having trouble with their magics as well.
Oh! If we destroy the Mothercrystals and the ether being gone from the land, even bearers won't be able to use magic. Not sure how to feel about that.
If you ever need a room, Sid, just say the word. I'll have a bed made up while you eat. And that goes for your friends too.
That's not what Quentin said.
We had to dig a new cellar to store all the unsold barrels.
If too many barrels is your problem, I reckon I could lend a hand.
Good to see you, Sid, as always. Master Quentin's out back.
Thanks.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite, as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Sure.
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will.
As long as you're paying me for this. Which it doesn't look like you are. Oh, wow, okay. This'll be the easiest to go to. We can just go back to the obelisk. Go to that one first.
Sit. Take a seat where you like.
Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
But multiple villagers have stuff to say about this at the same time. Unless if it's some kind of group hallucination. Yep.
Word is, the Black Shields took a hiding in the hands of some bit.
Excuse me. Quentin mentioned strange figures having been sighted near the village. Have you seen anything?
Nah, not me, Gov. I heard the rumours, though. I'm here most days, right next to the gate, and I ain't seen nothing out of the ordinary. Don't worry. Any shady characters try and slip into town this way, and I'll soon come running. And shouting, most likely.
All right. Thank you.
Well, that wasn't very helpful.
Tell Quentin he don't need to worry about strangers sneaking into this end of town. I've got my eyes open.
Yeah, but there's multiple ways into town. Maybe that's the problem. Wasn't that convenient?
You alright, Sid? Something on your mind?
There is actually. Can I ask you something? Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadowy figures out in the woods. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Oh, that. No, sorry, can't help you. I heard the rumours, mind, from the lads working over at the vineyard, but none of them has seen anything either.
All right. Thanks anyway.
Where did the rumors start? Why does nobody have anything to say about it?
Don't know who the lads heard the story from, but it's going all around the village. Shadowy figures lurking in the woods that disappear as soon as you spot them. Oh, it's enough to send a shiver down your spine just thinking.
It's like a horror story. I'll get to the bottom of it. How do I get over there?
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it, screeching out from between the trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you.
That sounds like a lead.
I was in Lorbert's Pass when I heard it. Sounded like someone whetting a blade. Ready to slit my throat. Put the wind right up me, it did.
Probably something pretty innocent, but we're mistaking it for something else. I would hope anyway. Oh, well, we gotta go back down this way. Alright.
Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
I feel like we probably have more important things to do. But sure. Something about saving the world and freeing bearers. What was all that about again? I don't remember.
Good girl.
Faster!
Let's go! Forget about that shiny. I know it's crap.
You there.
Fuck! He's seen us.
Oh!
Get them before they escape!
Black Shield. Here.
Seems kinda random.
What the hell are you doing here? What is it to you?
Oh, that's a waste on that guy.
Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Okay. Good luck with that. More? This guy's just standing there. He's not even doing anything. Anyone behind me? Oh, hello. You want to play bowling? 10 pin or 5 pin? You pick. Okay, that whoever's behind me is not doing anything. Are you good? Were they trying to... they might know that Lostwing has a lot of bearers. So they were doing their usual, let's kill all the bearers thing again. But why were they taking so long?
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lostwing? I need to warn Quentin.
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds.
Former?
Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Yo, when did that change happen?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade. A means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position. The faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him and slit their throats myself.
Damn.
But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades, and our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
This is a lot.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
Okay, this is suddenly a lot. But that explains why people around here call him Master then. And whenever they see the mark, they're like, oh yes. Yeah, I'll listen to anything you have to say because you're a friend of Master Quentin's.
I'm not going to change his mind.
That's it? That's it? Okay, maybe we'll have a continuation later on. It seems kind of bizarre that we got that whole thing, but then there was no follow-up. Maybe later. I think so far the side quests have all been kind of pretty mundane stuff, but then suddenly you get this guy monologuing about getting revenge for someone slaughtering his entire family. I'm like, okay, alright, but I'm not gonna help or anything, because that's not really any of my business. No.